What's up, guys? Welcome back to WCS America. You're watching the final round of the bracket stage, the round that determines which guys are going to get into the Premier League of Season 2 and who's going to drop down to the group stages, where they're not necessarily out, their chances aren't necessarily shattered, but it makes their path into Premier League much more difficult, especially because you don't even know what's going to happen in the group stages you're going to be grouped up with. But I'm axeltoss, joined by axslav. Players are ready.
Let's do it.
I'm doing it.
You know, that game looks so good from Polt. Because Taeja played a great game, and Polt, it wasn't like Taeja made any significant errors. Polt forced him to make errors by positioning his units, cutting them off, and finding, he made a position happen. And the same thing, the game versus Ryung on the map in the round of 16, Polt looked so strong in Aquilon Waste as well. But remember, he did lose the next two maps. So Aquilon Waste may be Polt's TVT haven, but it's a best of 3. He's got to win this one as well.
Anything can happen on this map, too. Neo Planet S, one of the most unique maps in the pool. You never know what you're going to get. It's like eating one of those Harry Potter gummy bears. No, not gummy bears.
Every flavor beans?
Yes. Yes. Exactly. So, here we are in the top right-hand location. We have the blue Terran player representing Team Liquid, currently down 0-1, trying to fight his way into Premier League. He must win 2 in a row, or he's going to not be knocked down to the group stages. He is Taeja. His opponent in the bottom left-hand location. Represent your red Terran player, showing amazing play on Aquilon Wastes in Game 1, making all the right moves. He's 1 win away from advancing to the Premier League of Season 2 of WCS America. He is Polt.
Taeja going gas first. Wants to take no prisoners. Gas first indicates fast factory by any normal player. Any non-apocalypse Terran.
We're both like thinking about apocalypse.
He's like, I'll go gas first and then just do some random build. Like, what? Taeja is going to use that to get a fast factory down. The most common follow-up, you could say. And the question is, how is he then going? What's he going to do with that factory? It could be a very fast Widowmine drop. It also could be straight into Cloak Banshee. Those are really the two main things. Just sometimes Helling drop, but really it's mostly going to be, it might be like a 2 Helling, 2 Widowmine drop. Widowmines or Cloak Banshee, the two things you're looking for. Well, we can tell which way he's going by if he adds that second gas after the factory started.
You know, it's not too surprising to see the fast gas on this map for the faster factory. And the second gas too is not too uncommon either, because Neo Planet S, it's a shorter map relative to others. You know exactly where your opponent's going to be. Your medevac isn't going to take a ridiculous amount of time to get across the map and start, you know, getting that economic damage done. So, you know, it's not too surprising to see Taeja go for this. Now, it looks like this might be the Widowmine Marine variation so far. Again, he hasn't taken that second gas, so, you know, expansion is intended. And on the other side of things, Polt not taking a second gas, placing down that command center. He's going to get it down a little bit before his opponent. So it's a situation where it might be up to Taeja. He might be the guy pressured to get damage done, so he doesn't fall too far behind as this game goes forward.
The nice thing about the 1 gas variant is he doesn't have to get like 14 SCV kills like you would if you really, really delayed your expansion.
Yep. And
with Widowmines, as long as you can unload them and burrow them somewhere in your opponent's base, they're going to be cost efficient in TVT. Assuming your opponent doesn't get a fast Raven, because they're going to kill 1 SCV or 1 Marine at the minimum.
Well,
and then they're going to force a scan.
You can soak up the shot from an SCV and then send it into a gas.
Yes, if you can time it perfectly. This is true. But even in that case, just forcing a scan alone is
absolutely. Oh, I agree 100%.
Much more valuable than, I mean, a Widowmine is the price of a Roach, right? It's like if a Zerg could say, okay, Terran doesn't get mules, but every time you fit the energy, I just will have one of my Roaches die.
I think you just inspired some people to start getting burrow more often on one base, or before layer, or
yes,
with Roaches.
Very, very useful.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Now the question is, can Taeja make that happen? He's actually a little bit impatient. He's just going to start going, and medevac will catch up.
Polt's saying, what's better than 1 fast command center is getting a 3rd one. And he's reacting on Helling. So if he can see this drop coming and move his Marines and Hellings in place, he's going to have enough units that he can't drop basically, Taeja won't be able to drop his units if Polt has units waiting.
And all of his buildings are compacted too on one location, so it's not gonna be too difficult. Now let's see if Taeja can make this happen. Scan.
Oh, he just scanned Polt, or Polt scanned Taeja.
Oh, he doesn't.
And Taeja scanned Polt.
Both scanning each other at the exact same time, and the Widow Mines are able to get deployed. One Widow Mine getting very low on health, and Polt takes it out, but still one is alive up there.
It's in one of the most useless spots in the main base, though.
Probably. One Marine might be really unlucky and get in range of it. But Polt doing a great job pulling that off. And again, this is a guy who went 3 command centers already. Marine taking the blow. I thought he was going to be fancy and like try to do splash damage with the Hellions. But he scanned to kill that Widow Mine. Meanwhile, the natural expansion, we got Taeja still trying to get damage done. But Polt is reacting pretty good so far.
He is. The very, very solid defense. And he has a 3rd orbital just finishing now. And Taeja's first or second command center isn't even done yet. So Polt with a great economic position.
He also scanned the tech lab on the starport, and he's making an engineering base. So I think he knows this Banshee play's coming.
He also might just feel, I mean, even if he thinks it, I don't know if he saw it spitting or not, because I don't think Cloak has been researched when he scanned. But either way, he's ahead by enough. He could just build the turrets anyway.
Just be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First Banshee, serving around the top left, waiting for Cloak to complete.
All right, so now we're in a position where... What was that? What did I miss?
I just love Widow Mines and Polt's getting Widow Mines, sorry. I get excited every time I see Widow Mines being produced because Widow Mines have the potential to be so good against Banshees.
I think he canceled it and made a tank.
Game paused.
Or, sorry, I meant
Polt?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah. Polt paused in the game.
Yep.
We'll see what's going on with that.
He lives in Austin, and he's attending University of Texas, so it might be a situation where, like, his roommates are having a party or something. Or, like,
this could be true.
The college kids are outside his window being annoying, so Polt's going out there and saying, "Be quiet! I'm playing a match."
All the college girls are asking him to go out tonight.
I bet
and
he
has.
Like, I bet he has at least 5 college girls watching him play right now.
Could be.
Probably cheering him on. Polt's like a really classy guy.
It looks like they're ready.
Yeah.
Getting back in the game here. One thing to notice is Taeja's 3rd CC is about 2/3 way done as well. So both players being very economically focused. Polt's a slight lead in this, but if Taeja can do something with the Banshees, he can equalize matters.
Turret finishing at pretty much the perfect moment there for Polt. One SCV a little bit unlucky. Widow Mine scuttling forward, trying to get into the ground. He should be able to get him down in time.
And you know, this Banshee not able to get too much done yet.
Very good play there.
Oh, and look how Polt's getting missile turret guarding his production buildings.
Yes, so important. There's a scan, and he's going to take out that Banshee. Nothing is really going Taeja's way this game.
And the Banshee should have killed the SV building a turret, but his second attack misfired. And now the turret's done, and the Banshees have the second attack hit a Marine instead of finishing off that SCV. And so this follow Banshee could have came in here and done more damage, but with the missile turret done, entirely deflected. And Polt has these Hellions outside Taeja's base that are basically controlling, giving him knowledge of the fact Taeja's not moving out with the big force. This is looking like a very good game for Polt, but again, Taeja, a 3rd orbital coming up as well.
Yeah.
He's just very minorly behind. I mean, the economy is dead even, pretty much.
It's not like he's making ridiculous investments into these harassment options.
No.
And he's forcing enough out, like, okay, a scan here, a scan there, 3 turrets. That does require some investment. We've had a couple supply blocks from Polt as well. So yeah, it's not like anyone has a dramatic advantage here. I mean, units lost is in favor of Polt, but it's just 500 to 350.
And look at the upgrades in sim timing.
Yeah.
They're actually 100% identical, and their infrastructure, the way they're progressing with that is identical too. Taeja, the first one to move out and take the 3rd base. Of course, there's those Cloak Banshees that are, kind of making Polt stay a little bit more defensively minded for now. So, a very interesting game. They're both going bio. And they're going to be building tanks to support that bio. Neoplanet S is such a crazy map to see bio versus bio on because Stim Marines can cross the map so fast, and with the 2 different lanes, if you can't keep track of which, where exactly your opponent's army is, you can basically instantly die when you all of a sudden they pop up somewhere you don't expect them to be.
Viking was following a Cloak Banshee for about a minute there. Banshee holding his breath, but able to make it back home safely.
Oh, Viking!
Oh, does get taken out there.
Poor guy.
Base. As command center gets landed by Polt. Taeja able to get his 3rd command center up there a little bit faster, even though Polt got his command center built faster.
Rough Rider Hellion crew coming into the back of the 3rd base. Not too many SCVs there, but the mules can be taken out.
And in such a close game, every SCV kill is pretty important.
How did nothing die? 5 Hellions. I could have sworn I saw 5 Hellions shoot like 5 volleys.
Wait, how many? Yeah, you have 5 workers killed. It's not terrible. But yeah.
You shouldn't have everything have died.
I agree.
That was really weird. Banshee countered harassing the third base scan and stim. Takes that guy out.
Okay, so.
Oh, on the left side, Polt was trying to send those Widow Mines we see flash send all the time to get vision, but Taeja's Banshee was able to take them out. So Taeja's the one who has perfect vision of both the lanes with the Banshees, and that's going to be really, really comfortable to him.
Oh, Marine's coming forward trying to take that guy out, but going to back away. Has to be careful, though. Take another shot. Now, the drop is landing here, so he might try to do a little bit of a mini flank onto that small squadron. Widow Mine, that Marine.
Widow Mine takes him out. It's like, that's my spot.
Slides down the hill of Neoplanet S. It's like a battle for control over these 2 lanes, and it's actually a really important battle.
The vision is so important.
As much as we joke about it.
I mean, Polt can only move over here because he knows Taeja's not counterattacking, because that Widow Mine controls, not controls, it gives vision over that right lane. And now Taeja with a squad of 4 Marines looks like he wants to displace that Widow Mine. They're all gonna die to splash him. Listen, they had pre-stemmed and no combat shield.
I think he meant to.
That Widow Mine is very happy with himself. A little bit of a drop play here to natural of Polt, but Polt's gonna push that off before it is, or is he gonna push it off? Yeah,
it's a little bit of a headache, but get out of there. Also pretty cool. Polt put a supply depot at the very bottom lane, which is pretty nifty.
1 Marine avenging his 5 fallen comrades there.
Oh, did he kill the Widow Mine?
Yeah, scanning the stim Marine there. Oh, Taeja, the drop crew is vulnerable. The medevac goes down. Taeja not paying attention there.
He's going to be moving across the top here now. Let's the units should be important here. 6 tanks to 6, 59 to 40 Marines, 6 medevacs to 4. All in favor of Taeja. Taeja has a 178 to 147 supply advantage. Upgrades are very similar. But somehow Taeja...
It's a tank count. Oh, no, man. Polt has good tanks too.
Oh. You got to be so careful with these engagements here. He's picking up everything, and Polt sees that, so Taeja's saying, I was just kidding. Joke. Oh, but sending 3 medevacs in. Polt, is he prepared for this? There's only 1 turret there, and a lot of SCV is going to be falling. Polt reacting immediately, sending a lot of Marines back here, but Taeja getting a lot of damage done.
Oh, Taeja scanning Polt's tank line, trying to see if it's weak enough he can run in there. What happened there is Polt was sending most of his Marines along their bottom side. He was trying to do a counterattack, and Taeja basically caught him while he was trying to do that, and his Marines are out of position.
Wow. Taking out a tank there, dropping some Marines down. Oh, some Marines overextending a little bit.
They gotta have more discipline in the ranks.
Hold position is a good button.
Polt now 2-2, or sorry, Taeja 2-2. Polt about to finish 2-2. This force that Taeja's, Polt has to keep an eye on. And I think he needs... Okay, he's building another missile turret in the back of the natural. And he's keeping some Marines there as well. And now he's sending a Marine force across the bottom while he still has enough Marines to defend a tank line, or he thinks he does. And how is Taeja going to react to this giant Marine squad pushing out across the right side of the map?
Does he see it yet? Yeah, now he definitely knows what's going on.
He's trying to eke his tanks forward over here. He's going to make a bust.
He's going to try to do it. He's seeing all those Marines, but there's so many tanks here from Polt. Can Taeja break this? I'm not sure it's possible.
He gained a little bit of ground, but
I don't know. Why is Polt back? Oh, Polt's trying to set up a flank of sorts.
Yes, I think he realizes that Taeja's...
this could be disastrous.
Oh, Taeja's Marine, they're so important seeing these units coming.
Yeah, there's a scan.
And he's going to back out there just in time.
Jeez. Polt, TBT is a game of inches, man.
And that move of Polt, if he could have flanked and killed all those tanks, that would have been huge. But Taeja, knowing that might happen, and now it's a very even game yet again.
Upgrade advantage, I think, belongs to barely to Taeja still.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's
as far as the timing. But yeah, they're dead even on upgrades as far as 2-2 is concerned.
Now it's Polt trying to push up across the top left. Taeja with a great defense there.
And you always got to be aware of these additional attack paths. Medevac being sent to the bottom from Taeja.
Circumnavigating the sensor tower, but it might have touched a bit of the sensor tower because Polt's sending some units down there to deal with it, but there's not enough units.
No, that's not enough Marines.
And they're just all going to, Polt realized that he has to back away. He should be able to send a few more units there, not have a problem defending that. He's backing away from the top left, or he's thinking about it. Taeja scans him. He immediately sieges up. When your opponent scans you, you're like, maybe he'll charge me, so I better siege up. Nice little move there. Oh, Taeja trying to inch forward, but
trying to set up a concave, and he's going to try to go for it, setting forward all those Marines. A very dangerous proposition. Polt going to try to hold this point, and I don't know about that decision from Taeja. He just threw away a lot of Marines.
He threw away a lot of Marines. He was able to kill some tanks, but
oh my God.
Did we miss something?
I
don't. You know, it could be just he thought. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. He lost those Marines, and he didn't have air control, and so Polt would have just picked up his whole Marines and dropped them onto tanks. And because he didn't have medevacs there, he would have lost that tank force. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, he had no Marine reinforcements even close.
Yeah.
So Taeja went for it right there with that push. I guess he sensed weakness. We'll watch it again. He sensed weakness somehow here. But again, you mentioned going for the tank trades. But even then, if you don't have any Marine reinforcements.
Yeah. So right now, there's nothing to stop Polt from just charging forward and dropping on those tanks and killing them. He lost
he lost those medevacs too. What was he doing with those?
They're on attack. They saw the Marines die, and they're like, we failed. We're supposed to keep them alive.
So they're like, we're out of here.
Yeah. Fell on the swords.
Well, that game ended very abruptly. Apologies for the moment of stunned silence there at the end. But Polt taking the 2-0 over Taeja, that's a huge accomplishment for Polt.
It's a huge one.
Guys, let me tell you, after the round of 16 matches against against Ryung and Alive, he went 1-2 and 1-2. Polt was devastated. He takes losses very hard. He was out of here. Right when he lost, he packed up his stuff, he was gone. So that was a very heartbreaking loss. Yeah, it was a very heartbreaking loss for him. But able to 2-0 Taeja has to be great for his confidence, I think.
It absolutely does, and he looks so strong in this match. But people have been saying as TVZ, TVP have been extremely, insanely good. TVT maybe his weak spot, losing to Ryung and Alive, which, I mean, Ryung's, a lot of people say maybe one of the top couple TVT players in the entire world, an insanely talented player. So there's no shame in that. But going up against Taeja, taking this 2-0, saying, you know what? Maybe I'm known more for my TVZ, but my TVT is darn good as well.
It was just such solid play from Polt throughout that series. Again, congrats to him. Polt will be advancing to the WCS America Premier League, of course, Season 2. And here is a recap of what has happened so far today. Scarlet taking out Jim 2-1. Nesty over Kapach 2-0. Apocalypse taking out top 2-0. Polt taking out Taeja 2-0. All the guys who were in Premier League before getting right back into it.
That's right. The round of 16 Premier League. They said, you know what, we lost in those round of 16 groups, but we are so good. We're gonna make it right back immediately into Season 2 of the Premier League. Here's the Challenger bracket. We can see there some of the results. What you'll see tomorrow are all the games that haven't been decided yet. Major versus Violet, Send versus Theognis. Then on the other side of the bracket, we're also gonna get to see STC versus the Muslim and Puck versus Sapi.
Speaking of which, let's take a look at the order, because a lot of people, might get home a little bit later and not necessarily know, okay, what's the order that this is going to be played? Well, STC versus the Muslim is going to start things off. It's weird. Like, I feel like over every broadcast day, an awesome TVT has ended it. Tomorrow, we're going to be starting with an awesome TVT, the STC versus the Muslim. Then we're going to have Sen versus Theognis. That's going to be fantastic. Theognis coming out, showing how good he really is, taking out a lot of great players. But now he faces off against Sen. We have Puck versus Sapi. Puck showing amazing play lately, but Sapi, you can never count him out. Then we're going to round out the night with Violet versus Major. Again, that's tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you're there. And that's going to be the last Challenger League match of the week. The Challenger League day, I should say, of the week. As this weekend, we have the round of 8 of the Premier League. Of course, the finals of WCS America. Mr. Bitter and Rotterdam are coming in. We have a lot of awesome stuff in store for you guys, so make sure you tune in. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. Definitely looking forward to it. But that pretty much wraps it up for today. I think coming up next we have Rules of Engagement.
That's right. Also, don't forget, if you're just tuning in now, you missed some of these results. You're like, Scarlet was playing today. I want to watch her games. Those games right now, they're already up on YouTube. They're already up right now. The first 2 series of the day and the 3rd and 4th series you just saw will be up very shortly. YouTube.com/official MLGSC2. But of course,
we don't mess around when it comes to VODs.
Yeah, no.
By the way, up right away.
1080p free.
Yes.
A lot of cool stuff.
Take advantage. All right, go on.
So coming up next is going to be rules of engagement. You just talked about how the playoffs are coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Well, you know some of the players in the playoffs. They were playing in a round of 16. Today we're going to take a look at Moonglade's games from round of 16. He lost to Crank, but then beat Apocalypse and STC. Going to take a look at 3 of those maps he played in and get a feel for his style so you know what to look forward to when you watch him play in the playoffs.
I feel like Moonglade's going to be mad that you're doing that because he's playing Ryung, right? So what if Ryung watches your episode of Rules of Engagement?
I gotta do what I gotta do, man. I mean, Ryung was watching Moonglade's games anyway.
Sure.
He's a very
He
smart
probably,
guy. Yeah, he's got coaches helping him out, strategizing.
All right. Well, definitely looking forward to Rules of Engagements, guys. That wraps it up for today. Hope you enjoyed today's matches. Once again, congratulations to Scarlet and ST, Apocalypse, and Polt for advancing on to Premier League, of course, of Season 2. And guys, remember to tune in to Rules of Engagement. It's coming up next. Have a great evening.